Body. Hope you're all doing fine and moving on by God's grace. I'm also doing fine. Thank you so much for those who are watching my videos, and thank you so much for those who are subscribing. Please, I'm begging of you who haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, so that if you subscribe, you have helped me to move forward. So please, I'm begging you, whoever is watching my videos, if you haven't subscribed, please, it's my humble request to you that please subscribe to my channel. Today, as usual, I've been talking with things to do with parenting, things to do with children, things to do with breastfeeding mothers, things to do with mothers, expecting mothers, and so on and so forth. Because it's my pleasure to talk about motherhood in general. And today, I want to talk on something little, and today I want to talk on something on how you can bond with your baby through breastfeeding. You know, breastfeeding is something very important, and this helps to bring a connection between a mother and a baby through breastfeeding. So there are so various things that breastfeeding brings about bonding with your baby. But how do you do it? There are some facts that I'm going to talk on how you can bond with your baby through breastfeeding. First and foremost is skin to skin touch when you're breastfeeding, and that's why even after giving birth, they give it to your baby and then they put your baby on your chest to stay there for some time. This is the beginning of bonding. That skin to skin, it's not just a formality that you've brought your baby into the world and you have given, but you are given that baby to put it on your chest so that you can start creating that bond from there on. So you find that skin to skin is something very important that can help you to bond with your child. And even when you are breastfeeding, in those first few days, as a mother, you're encouraged to breast your baby when you're bare-chested. So you remove your cloth and you put your baby on your breast, and then you cover yourself so that you can preserve the warmth between your skin and your baby's skin. This one helps a lot in bonding between you and your baby. So please, skin to skin is one of the ways you can bond with your child. The other thing that can help us bond with your children, also eye contact. When you're breastfeeding, please don't breastfeed and you're on your phone. Don't breastfeed and you're watching a TV. Don't breastfeed and it's a moment for you and your baby. Those first few weeks, those first few months are very important. When you're breastfeeding, please look at your baby into the eyes. Smile with your baby. You know, they say that when a baby is born, they only see black, white, and gray. But when the baby continues from 3 months on, they start realizing and recognizing colors. So please, bonding with your baby is very important, and looking into your baby's eyes, it's also very important. So please, mothers who are breastfeeding, when you're breastfeeding, it's a moment between you and your baby. So, and you want to create that bond, and that thing helps your baby, by the way. It builds your baby psychologically, physically, emotionally, mentally, because that's the beginning of you bonding with your baby. And it helps even when the baby grows up, becomes a kid, a bigger kid, that bondage between a mother and a child. And it's not only a device for a mother only, even a father. You create that bondage between you and your child. Have that time, have that skin to skin contact. Even if a father, you're not breastfeeding your baby, but please hold your baby, touch your baby, smile with your baby, look into your baby's eyes. This helps as parents to bond with your baby. And the other thing that you can do to help you bring good bondage between you and your baby is through I've said eye contact, through touching. Touch your baby, cuddle your baby, rub your baby. There are some babies who loves to be rubbed as you're breastfeeding your baby. You rub your baby, you cuddle with your baby, you play with your baby's feet, you play with your baby's hair. Those things are the ones that can help you have that bondage between you and your baby. The other thing, they say that when you're breastfeeding, the scent of the mother, the child recognizes the scent of the mother. They say that the aroma, it brings a certain oil that is also found in the amniotic fluid when the baby is in the womb. So even when you're breastfeeding, that smell, it creates also that bondage between you and the baby. So please make sure that you breastfeed your baby and have that bondage through breastfeeding. Make sure that this is the moment for you to connect deeply with your baby. This is the moment, because in those first months you breastfeed frequently, and this is the time that you can bond with your baby. You can kiss your baby, you can rub your baby, you can talk to your baby. The other thing is also talking or singing to your baby. As mothers, when you are pregnant, we sing to our babies when they're in the womb. We pray with them when they're in the womb. Why not when they're out, when you're breastfeeding? Sing to your baby. Pray with your baby. Talk to your baby. Just have that conversation. When the baby is looking at you, then you smile. That gentle smile, it's so lovely. So please, mothers, make sure that you create this bondage during breastfeeding. Make sure that breastfeeding is the moment, is the way go to start bonding with your children. So please, breastfeeding mothers, make sure that you use that moment preciously. Make sure that you use that priceless moment with your kid, with your child, creating that bondage. So hope you have got some tips. I've said touch, I've said the scent of the mother, it creates bondage with your baby. Eye contact, skin to skin, all this create bondage with your baby. So mothers, as you're breastfeeding out there, please make sure that you use this moment. This is a very good moment for you and your baby to bond. So thank you so much. Hope you have learned something, and bye for now. Hope to see you in the next video.